Let's continue with smelting the crystals, or with making better smelting facilities. Steel furnace. I have all the things here. I have steel and stone bricks, and I will probably just make them in a separate row, so not to end the bus. I sometimes try to be principled and stay that way. Trains. I wonder how much train use I will make. Also, I will check the kills. No kills recently. Could just combine them on one belt, and then maybe 2 slow factories that throw everything into one chest. And just limit to 2 stacks. And then eventually I will have enough of those furnaces. This is slightly off. Okay. That and the crystals. And I guess by using the medium electric poles, I also don't need to place that many poles alongside the furnaces. How long does this take? 16 seconds. That's quite long. Takes very long to insert things, but eventually it is done. Anyway, there we have quartz, or silicon rather. I'm always getting confused with these items and all of their different states. Okay, I might start on solar panels quite soon, if there wasn't anything other that I wanted to do more urgently. But of course also do better ammo at some point. I don't know what the anti-material rifle is. Seems to be even better. It has special ammo. Not sure about that. Might also switch out some other furnaces. Even though they are not reached, I guess eventually they might be getting their resources if I upgrade something else properly. Also, I just got notified that it is Thursday on at 5 PM, at least in Berlin, which means that you can get your free Epic Games. I guess the Epic Games store always has some games for free on Thursday at some time, basically now. And I guess I did use all of the steel furnaces and need to get more of them if I want to replace some. Maybe it's not that urgent to replace things. Maybe the iron plates are actually not needed for anything after that. But maybe they are, I don't know, that's maybe quite a lot of different things. I mean, the biochamber is not on Novice. Accumulators and batteries need iron plates. So somewhere I need things. And there is crude oil on the way. I wonder how wise that was to build the bus here. Anyway, I have silicon and I wanted to make solar panels. 5 different ingredients. That will be quite a task to build the machines to build that. Or maybe I need to do red underground belts first. Transport belt and iron gear wheel. I mean, that is easy enough. I could just create some of those belts around here somewhere. It's fine that this goes backwards, I guess. I need to check what that needs. Okay, underground belts. I have underground belts there. This is fine. Now this has red belts. I will need red belts independently as well, so I might create a chest somewhere. And 2. Oops. I guess I don't need that many inserters there. And now this will allow me to do belt weaving. And I want better factories to produce this faster. Already counting. So these are 20 different lanes. Plus 4, I guess 24, but so far only the iron gear wheels and iron sticks are combined there. Not sure if I will keep it that way. I could try to combine iron beams with silicon or steel beams, steel plates. Iron beams with silicon or steel beams, no, steel plates. Many different items with similar names. And I need to automate making these medium electric poles. Especially when I want to go around and place solar panels with a lot of power poles. Green circuits, glass. I guess I will get both of them from the left. And eventually I might upgrade these belts. And then I see that I need to actually do a little bend because I couldn't get through there otherwise. And I'm slightly off, but I can just go up there. Well, I need the red underground belts now. For a little bit of belt weaving. And then steel. And of course I also need more belts. Maybe it would be nice to have some lamps eventually. Can be quite dark around here. I will probably forget it again, as always. Or have you ever seen a properly enlightened factory built by me? Okay, now steel. I guess those solar panels could just go into a wood chest for now, or into many wood chests. I might not even have to limit these. I will just take whatever I get. And now I will check where I might want to build them, where they might not be too much in the way. Maybe eventually in this area. I don't know if this is area where I could grow trees or something like that later, very much later, once I have been to Gleba, since that is a thing in this playthrough. I could go to planets, and I will go to planets at some point. I guess I'll just go further to the right. It might eventually happen that I will have to go somewhere completely different. But for now, I will just go further to the right with this. Not yet much, I guess. I'll just wait and hope that something is being produced. Need more sand. Might use better inserters here, might need more stone actually. I never really did it like this, but this might be interesting. It's still not enough. Not sure if I need the flare stack, maybe for hydrogen, oil gathering. Very good. And oil processing first needs me to mine crude oil. I don't know if it should maybe have an icon of itself. It just says it here that it needs crude oil to be mined, but I thought some of the trigger technologies were also actual icons that you could click there. Maybe they removed that, I don't know. I guess now the time begins where I will have more power at daytime and less at night, and that I will be fine with it. Just have to make more solar panels eventually. But I'm lacking glass, so I hope the additional stone mining does help. Definitely an improvement. Might just not be enough. But I will see this in a moment. Iron plates are also not quite enough. I guess I might work towards oil production soon. And maybe already make assembling machine Mark II. Might even send this through.
Morbid fancy.
Hello, Morp. Welcome to the new factory, where everything is going up. Or northward. I need to figure out what I just wanted to do. Probably steal some steel from here. And then I'm out of underground belts. Yeah, this is a new save with a few more different mods. This is basically Krastorio, which is a famous mod pack, and it's combined with Space Age. And then the mod pack is called Krastorio Spaced Out. And there are basically a lot more intermediate products. The gear wheels look different than in vanilla. There are these iron beams, automation cores, whatever those do. They are used in inserters and assembling machines. And these turrets. And there are crushers that make sand out of things. I can also crush inserters to get inserter parts. Quite a lot of interesting stuff. I could also, or I am using one wind turbine because offshore pumps don't really work without power in this mod pack. So I need to get at least some power going there before I could set up these steam engines. And now I'm trying to build more solar panels and automating the assembling machine too. I think I should have everything in reach. Okay, I need iron gear wheels and the steel plates that I brought almost over, and then I forgot that I had to get more underground belts, and then I was distracted all the way. Didn't want to do that. Want to steal some iron gear wheels from somewhere. Probably I should go through the official channels and do that here. Something like that. And now I can make a chest full of these machines. Or maybe just 2 stacks. Definitely even easier to get confused inside this mod, in this modded factory. Okay, this is just a ghost, so I have to build them myself. Not in remote view. Even though I can build them from further away now. It seems like the solar power just went above what I normally produce with the steam engines, so at least during daytime I shouldn't have any power problems. Which is when most of the mining will then take place. And now I want to work on getting the oil pump jack. I need steel gear wheels from steel plates. I guess I need to produce more on the left side as well. And it's good that I already sent over some steel. I can just turn that into steel gear wheels. What is calming? Me, the factory, the stream, the music, my annoying questions. I guess I can build another crusher if I had enough gear wheels. Thank you. I try to keep the stream calm. There weren't any accidental microphone hits these days. Or today. And I guess I didn't stream for over a month, which was partly due to me not being at home. But also I didn't feel like it all the time. Before I went to Norway. I wonder how much sand is actually needed. Probably it gets used up quite well. There's the glass smelting area here. There might need to be more glass. I might need to replace these furnaces to be faster. I don't really have that many fast belts. I'll try to get them on the other hotbar. Might need to get red splitters as well. Okay. And for some reason no more or not enough yellow belts have been produced. Not enough iron plates. I guess I will have to do something about that soon. Should definitely have enough steel furnaces with me now. Those inserters aren't even good enough. 8 glass needs 16 sand. I guess I will use the fast inserters then. And then the sand is really used up quite early. Not sure if this will ever subside, if the machines will be full enough at some point so that the sand can flow further. But what I might also just do is side load, since it's directly next to this. Output priority left. But also the glass belt is full now, so doesn't really matter anymore. Might also continue making more greenhouses for whenever I need them. For the green border at some point. I think if I just send some wood downwards, I could just make some green circuits with the alternative recipe there and prioritize those. So let me get that wood, maybe from here somewhere. And then the wood will flow in a quite weird opposite direction. Down the bus. Down and around the bus. Possibly there are a few paths that I could take. The music right now also is really ambient. This will just be a try, because I'm not yet sure how I want to build the green circuit with wood factory. 2 green circuits. 2 seconds. But I want to see the other recipe. Also 2 seconds. Also 2 green circuits. But still mostly copper cables. And I need more of the assembling machines. If I wouldn't use that much of those iron plates, I would also be able to let more of them through. Have a good sleep. See you soon. I guess I will just combine iron plates and wood on one belt. And I think I could manage to get the iron plates through here somehow without being previously used by the other process. Output priority left. Maybe now I have officially switched to using red belts for certain high throughput items. I might still use yellow for the outputs. Still trying to figure out where I want to go with this. Possibly through here. The red belts can actually go over 9 slots. That's quite a lot. Now automatically this process is prioritized by putting the green circuits on the left side of the belt and by basically only side loading the other ones, and by using the iron plates primarily for this process. But I could still upgrade these machines now that I have automated the machines of creating the automation machines, basically. That was a too long sentence with too many distractions. I guess I might even also do the same thing on the other side. Just letting the copper cables through. Not sure which of my processes currently needs the most green circuits. Possibly solar panels. They are vanishing here. And probably building or placing all these solar panels wouldn't really help with the power at night. Only during twilight. I guess I will move the defenses a bit further out. Oh, I got a tree in my hand. Because I could, theoretically, in this mod pack, place trees if I grow certain tree seeds, I don't know. That would be saplings or something. Or if I could just make a tree in a greenhouse and then put it outside. I guess I will close off the defenses to the left. For now. A bit tight. Not sure if any biter would ever go through here, but it's good to protect it anyway, just in case any biter wants to go through there. And eventually I will make this more rectangular or whatever. It's interesting how small the initial patches are, and that this is already 22 million, 21 million, 19 million. Even the uranium is almost 9 million. There's also another thing that I want to try, which is basically use the wood that is too much, that is produced enough basically, and throw it into the boilers. I don't think that would be a waste of wood. To just use the energy to grow them. I think we could also, or I think there's more energy in them than I need to grow them. That might just be the automatic hydration and sprinklers basically, and the harvesting. Basically all the energy that this greenhouse needs will probably be recovered when I burn the wood that was produced in them. That is what I want to say. And there's already some wood going down. I wonder whether I should just steal it from there instead. Possibly. But I could leave the other one. Okay. And there, I would say output priority right. I wonder how I could make it so that it always goes there first. Yeah, I guess the way I've done it is fine. And then I would just say input priority left. So now it takes the wood before it takes the coke. Because coke always involves more processing and more pollution, and mining coal. If I can avoid mining coal, then that's also energy saved and pollution avoided. I wonder if anywhere along this path it's still not quite working out, or whether what I've done now is actually perfect. I guess only the coke on the right side is being used, and that's why the wood just goes on one side. I guess I'll just leave it to that. I guess eventually also the coke on the left side would be used by those boilers that still have coke in them, and the inserter can only fetch coke from the belt. There should be more of these iron beams. I'll try to accelerate this a bit. Iron beams are also needed for more of these medium electric poles. And those yellow inserters are not fast enough anymore for these furnaces. At least on the input side. I don't know if the ratio is 2 to 1. Later there will be enriched iron ore, and that might be better for the ratio. I wonder what I'm doing here and why. Is it just that coal is still coming through? Or it hasn't been replaced yet? Okay, this needs to be better furnaces. Possibly also better belts at some point. Not sure if I can make this any better right now. Maybe if I wanted more ore to come through. So this should only work if there are more than, let's say, 200 red belts in there. Don't need that many underground belts all the time.